Hello, Luxies. Welcome back to the Luxury Live Show. Today we have, of course, fashionably Amy with me, my co-host, and we've got a topic like a yearly refresher, a yearly update of things that we will never buy again. And some of them, I think we didn't repeat the stuff. I mean, we talked about things like bag charms, stuff like that. So today, it's split. I was going to do slides. I was telling Amy I'll do slides, but then I realized while I was putting the things that I didn't want to buy anymore are my own things, the things that I still have. I have not sold them. I don't think I'll sell them. But since I have them, I will do a show and tell. But Amy, you've done slides, so thank you. We'll do your section first, and then we'll chit chat, and then we'll do my section.
Sure.
If you are watching, let us know what are the things that you won't buy ever again. Of course, luxury. It can be anything. It can be bags. It can be jewelry. It can be even luxury holidays. We'll do that as well because they're expensive. So yeah, let's do that. So let me just open Amy's section. Present.
Sounds good. So I prepared slides because that's what anyway. I still
We
have
agreed
those
on that.
items obviously as well, but it's too last minute for me to go grab them, and I already had the slides, so we'll just talk through my stuff first.
Yes.
Yeah, it is relatively, I think it's always at the back of my mind, like these things that I knew I was not gonna repurchase. But I think this is kind of like the official stamp, right? Like I am not buying these things anymore. At least I try not to.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay, come. Let's go. So let's start with this one.
Yeah, oh gosh. So I do still own these two pairs of gorgeous Chanel's classic sneakers. These were so hard to get. I think they're still kind of hard to get, especially in the popular size. My size is 37 and a half. It's kind of like everyone's size. And honestly, I was so excited when I bought them. I waited, I think, like I tried them on one time in 2019 with my old essay. I didn't buy it at the time. I bought another pair. And then next thing you know, I could never find them again until I think it was 2023, summer 2023, until the shoe essay said, "We got them in your size.
Mhm.
Come and just get them." And I'm like, "Okay." And I had to get both of them because I waited so long to just try to get them again, only to I've never even worn the white ones. They're brand new, brand spanking new. I've worn the black ones a little bit because that's the first one that I decided to break, like to kind of break them in and to wear them. Okay, so why am I not buying? Basically, I'm not buying any more luxury sneakers. Why? I feel like for me, especially, and I know this is very individual based. I know a lot of people love luxury sneakers. It's sort of like the thing to buy, especially because they look very stylish and you just, you like your shoes, right? And then for me, the reason why I specifically won't buy luxury sneakers or luxury sports shoes is because for me, when I need sneakers or when I need sports shoes, I need them to be so comfortable. There's literally no breaking in. They're light as air, and I'm wearing them for functional purpose, for walking, for that reason. Like I need them to be so comfortable and literally fit like a glove to begin with. And that is not to fault these sneakers necessarily, but I do find these a bit heavy. These are so well made. They use premium material. It's leather. It's all that. And I can't use them for the intended purpose that I wanted them to, which is why I never wore the white ones, even though I love the white ones. I didn't wear the white ones to begin with because, the weather here is kind of rainy a lot. So that's why when I started wearing these, I chose the black ones first to wear. But even then, they are still very new. Like I wore them a few times only. I think most likely I'll end up consigning them or trying to sell them
Mm,
myself privately because It's just one of those things. No matter the brand, it doesn't have to be Chanel. No matter the brand, I will no longer, in my foreseeable future, no longer be buying sneakers that are luxury. Specifically for functional reasons, I will not buy them. I will still buy dress shoes. You will still see me buy Hermes and Chanel shoes, but it will never be a sports shoe. For sports shoes, I'm just buying Ons, like that, like the light as air, very like literally I can wear them just like I don't need to worry about them. They're already very like technically made for running, made for walking. Uh it's not for the looks, obviously. They're not gonna look as stylish as these, but that's not the reason why I buy these.
Mm.
Also, the way I dress is never really super casual anyway, so I don't get to be dressy with these shoes, right? I prefer to be more like when I dress more feminine. I'm more dressy. I need dress shoes. I would never be wearing these as part of an outfit. So, lesson learned. Two pairs of beautiful Chanel sneakers later, but it is what it is.
Yeah. And I'm going to echo that. So I also added luxury sport shoes for myself. And you said, it's not your, like, it's not really your style, it's hard to style. For me, it's like the perfect thing to buy, right? Because
Mm,
I literally wear shoes for the gym and I'm constantly in sports gear. Look at me. Look at me. I'm Lululemon. So they make so much sense. But as a person that needs a specific kind of shoe for like gym, I have sort of found the type that I like. You like Ons. Ons has a lot of cushion. I like low profile shoes. I like my
mm,
shoes to be so close to the ground, especially sport shoes, that my feet is like gripping the ground. And
mhm,
there's a reason for it, because if I'm doing weightlifting, right, I'm lunging, I can't have a lot of cushion. Or if I have certain, like, want to do a squat or whatever, right? So I just prefer my sport shoes to be almost like Converse. They just literally feet on the floor, just a bit of a bit of layer just to protect my sole of the foot. So luxury sport shoes, they're not made like that. They're made for walking, and I actually don't like the cushioning. Then I also feel like the way the inside curvature, right, the arc or whatever, it's odd. It's just really, really odd. So I made two or three mistakes already. I had one from LV. It was really weird feeling in my feet. I've only worn it once. And then I have another pair from Hermes. A little better. If I take away the inside sole, it's a little better. But the way the back part of the shoe arches onto the back heel, it feels like it's digging into my back heel. So again, not comfortable. So, and they're so expensive. I think the even my Onitsuka Tigers are like the even more comfortable. So yeah,
mhm.
no, not
Yeah,
buying
I
luxury
think
sport shoes anymore.
for you, you need the stability because you do the kind of like the impact sports or exercises, so you need it to be as
Yes,
close to the ground. For me, I like so for me, these are actually
for
if you don't
walking.
look at the weight of the shoe, these are actually comfortable. They don't have the heel problem where it scratches you. These heel like the fabric around this, the neoprene, actually really molds to your feet. Um, but they're still not like they're still for looks. They're still not actually really to there to protect your joints. Like they are relatively I think Chanel does one of the best sport shoes out there. I do know people that actually buy Chanel shoes just to go to the gym with. But for me, I need the extra bit. I need the extra bit. Like for me, the on shoes, they do the what do they call? Yeah, they call it cloud. That's why they call it
Yep.
on clouds. Like the cloud for me is the extra layer that really protects my joints. It just kind of it absorbs all the shock for me. So these they do a little bit of that, just not enough, and they are heavier, which is why even though I did my best to choose the best running shoes that are luxury out there already, and they keep increasing the price, which is even more frustrating because like by the time I was able to buy them, they got I think they got more expensive by 300 Canadian dollars, which is ridiculous within 3 years, 3 short years. And now they're even more. But that's the thing though. Like, I'm never wearing luxury shoes to style an outfit. I need
Mm,
them to go walking to do my exercise, and these are not it. And now I know. So
yeah.
yeah,
And they're really, really. I think when we were buying them, they were already expensive, but they were still sort of like, okay, one like 1,000, something like that. But now they're hitting the two, 1,800, 1,900.
they
Like,
are. Yeah, when I bought these, they
no,
were 1,500.
no.
When I bought these, they were over 15. But then I think the first time I tried them, they were like maybe close to 1,200. They definitely went up by at least $300. It was insane. It was so
So
crazy.
crazy. Okay, thank you.
Oh, next. Yeah, I
Mm.
am officially no more. No more logo t-shirts. Not just logo. I also don't like any prints that are very like crazy. Like there's just so much going on, because I feel like you wear them once and it just like you can't wear it the second day. I feel like a white tee like I'm wearing today, I can wear it every day for like the whole trip if I really wanted to, throw in a jacket, no one knows. But a logo shirt, but especially also a printed, very heavy patterns, I no longer want to buy them. I think, um, not these exact ones, but I own a version of the Balmain logo tee. I owned, I think, five. Yeah, one white, one black t-shirt, and then I owned three of the sleeveless ones with the old font. So this is the new font. So I had five of these t-shirts. I thought I would wear them so much when I owned them, but I tried. I still did wear them. They were great. They were great. But I'm just not my jam anymore.
Mm.
And yeah, I have since consigned them. And it's sad. It's sad to consign ready to wear, because you guys know, right? To wear, they're expensive to buy. They don't retain value when you consign them. So yeah, no more logo tees for me. Plain tee, plain, like plain color, right? Even if they have a pattern, it has to be very muted or very sort of like it's not maybe like black and white is still okay, but definitely not multicolor. But yeah, no more. Oh, okay. Uh, here's an old thumbnail of mine that I found on Google. I was like Googling this bag because I had to find a picture of this bag, and I found my own thumbnail. So I'm like, great, I'll just slap my own thumbnail on it. And this thumbnail was from almost 10 years ago. That's so crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was from 2015, October 2015. That's how I look like. Anyway, no more tote bags that are luxury for work purposes. So when I
Mm.
bought the Kensington, so this is the Kensington tote at the time, I was so excited. The damier ben, it was Alcantara line. It had a shoulder strap that you could detach, and then it had a top handle. It had a nice V hardware. It was so nice, as I thought, as a work tote. But I didn't keep this bag very long, and I had the Neverfull as well. But as with the Neverfull, and I always repeat myself, I would never buy another big bag, first of all, because of the weight, but especially for work, because you need your laptop, you need a few documents, and then you throw your lunch in there. It's like, there's no way the bag will survive in terms of wear and tear. And there's no way my shoulder will either, because I feel like these bags, they are called luxury for a reason. It's for looks. They're not made to be functional for functional purpose, like especially if you're intending to use it for work. I know a lot of people also, for example, use the Chanel was that denim tote, what's it called?
Deauville?
Yeah, Deauville tote. Like a lot of people use that one for work before. Like just any of these examples. Like even I'm thinking of Hermes, the garden party. I'm sure a lot of people also use the garden party for work. I just know for me, I don't, and I will not no longer buy luxury branded tote bags for work. They just don't work that way. If I need to bring a laptop, I'm gonna buy a bag that fits a laptop, and that is the only use and purpose for it. It doesn't have to be luxury. In fact, it shouldn't be luxury. I feel like luxury, they don't design them for comfort. And so for that
Yeah.
reason, no more. No more luxury totes for work purposes. Yeah.
Would you
I tried with the
like what?
Neverfull.
But what about something like okay, Longchamp?
Oh, no, there's no structure. There's not
Right.
enough structure. I think it's okay if you just need it once in a while, like you bring it to a cafe, whatever, but it's not, definitely it wouldn't be an everyday, like you bring that every day to the office or to your workplace, wherever your workplace is, right? Like it wouldn't be like that. I have used my Neverfull a couple times. It's cute to bring your laptop, go to a coffee shop, sit down for a couple hours, but that's the extent of it, right? The moment you add on
Mm.
like all the accessories, right? The cables, back then, the cables, the mouse, and maybe now you don't really need all that stuff, but back then, right, it was just defeating the purpose. At most, it'll fit an iPad, is not so heavy, but yeah, I no, just no more. Especially with all the logo again.
Yeah, yours is the logo. Okay, so so I have a luxury tote to talk about, but we'll get to mine later. So
Okay.
let's move on first.
Can anyone see the common denominator in this slide? Like, can anyone guess what I'm trying to get at in this slide? It's the color. So it's not specifically these items, but it's the color of these items. So after many trial and error, and I still own some of these things, unfortunately, I don't wear them a lot. And there's a reason why I should not continue to buy them. It's anything in the mid-range color. So again, it's very, very personal to me. Any of the green, like middle green tone, olive, taupe, even like camel brown, like these colors, these like in the middle color, they just don't do any justice to me. They wash me off, and I never feel like I would try to wear them because I got the item, like for example the mini Lindy, right? Like I got the item, but then I would go to, I would put my outfit on, and I would go to grab a bag, right? And then it's in this mid-tone gorgeous color that everyone wears so well except me. Same with the cocoa handle, like this gorgeous sort of like avocado green color. This was actually my cocoa handle. It's the photo from the consignment store that I sent it to. It's actually my cocoa handle. It's sort of in that middle ground color that I literally need to put so much effort to my outfit to style these colors that it made no sense for me to continue buying these. I don't know. I don't own this exact shirt, but I do own the short sleeve version in like the green taupe color. Like it's a dark taupe, but it's almost green. I do own that one, and it's also another shirt that I'm like, oh, I love the shirt so much, but every time I go to wear it, I need to put on a full face with like lipstick to really stand out. Otherwise, the shirt just really blends my whole skin tone into one, just like not very lively color. And yeah, so for me, no more color is so important, right? So no more mid-range tone for me. They just don't work. They just absolutely does nothing for me and for my skin tone. Everybody loves
Interesting.
it though, because it's a great neutral, but like I can't do this kind of neutral.
Interesting. I'm saying interesting because Amy and I, we did not discuss what items. Usually we discuss, or just we only had a topic last week. Like,
Mhm.
okay, you uh put lah what you don't want to buy, never buy again. And I did my own. So as you're talking about this, I said it's interesting because I have something in the similar concept. I'll do the show and tell. But yours is
Yeah.
this taupey color, right? Yeah.
Yeah, taupe, like
Which works
taupe
for
or like
me.
middle, like camel color, which is why I also own a few camel jackets and coats They're
Mm.
like the softest cashmere. They're so nice and the shape is so nice. But every time I go to wear it, I feel like I need to really put on a full face of makeup. And you guys know me, like I normally don't really, except for YouTube, ever since I started YouTube, I only put on a full face on YouTube. I normally in real life don't, I can care less
Mm.
if I put in anything on my face. So on my day-to-day life, it's very hard. I need to literally put some makeup on just to be able to wear the coat, like the camel coat that I love so much, to bring it to life. Otherwise, it's just like, it just washes me out so much. So yeah, the color tone for me is so important. But I think that's the reason why you guys see me buy a lot of black and white. Like those very saturated, either they contrast so much, or if I buy actual colors, it has to be like the jewel tone, right? Like the very bright red. Even if it's a green, it has to be like a very like just contrasting green, right? Like an emerald green. Like it has to be very, very obvious color. It cannot be the middle blend in color that everyone can wear so well except me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This one is definitely, I know a lot of you will be like, what do you mean? These are gorgeous jewelry and they're relatively new. Well, the earrings are relatively new to me, right? And I kind of mentioned it a little bit during one of our members live. So obviously I still own a lot of and all these jewelry pieces. There's more examples than just these two, but I just put two examples on the slide. um I feel like going forward, and I don't know if it's just my personal taste has changed or it's just, I don't know, I feel like I definitely started buying fine jewelry only more recently, right? And within the last 4 years, I started buying, one piece of fine jewelry here, one piece of fine jewelry there, and I started quite slow, and I was very thoughtful every piece that I added to my collection, and I tend to always wear the same things, and it's great. I feel like it's been great, but I feel like in the last year, I started feeling a bit more bored with my initial pieces. They're still beautiful, like the Kelly ring, for example, right? It's still a beautiful piece, and I think it's a Birkin bait sort of. If you need to buy it and you like it, buy it. For me, I feel like I would still continue to buy fine jewelry, except that instead of just plain gold, I need more umph. I feel like I definitely gravitate towards the pieces that have all the diamonds on it. Like I wear those more, and I just feel happier wearing them. So similar to these earrings, like I just bought these earrings not too long ago, maybe 2 years ago, and I'm not saying that they're bad, and I'm not necessarily bored of them, but I almost wondered if I should have bought the diamond pave version because that's the version that I tried on. They didn't have these normal ones when these are the large size which I bought. But I think back and I always think, oh, maybe I should have just made that bigger investment to begin with, because you're going to spend the money anyway, but with the extra sparkle, it just seems to make more sense in the long run. So,
Mm.
yeah. So I feel like you'll probably see me buy less and less of just the plain gold pieces. And instead, I would most likely choose the ones with the pave, like with the added diamonds, because they just make my heart sing more. And I feel like it's not like I'll do anything with the old pieces I have. I don't like, I'll still have them, but I just don't think I'll add any more. I'll probably just buy the better version of the same thing I want. So for instance, this ring, although they didn't have the pave version before, the Kelly ring, this year they came out with the pave version, and I'm like constantly stalking it online. It's literally something, it's the difference is minute. It's the extra diamonds. Yes, the price is a huge difference, usually more than double the price of the regular version, but I feel like it's the worthwhile investment, especially if you look long term.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I've been feeling strongly about that lately, which is why, like I'm glad certain pieces I did choose the pave, like my lock bracelet, the two most recent rings I got, they're pave. They just make more sense, and so yeah.
Especially with jewelry, right? Because you have to buy the one that really makes you happy.
They did make me happy though. I'm not saying they didn't, but I feel like the love for them is a little bit more fleeting. Like I still
Mm-hmm.
love them, but I know if I have the diamond version, I would love them for a lot longer, or maybe they would feel more forever pieces rather than just
Mm,
like, like I think the hard part is to really get like the price. That is the hard one of the hardest part to get past because the initial investment is a lot more. But it is worth it. I feel like now that now that I've been buying fine jewelry for a few years, I can see why people would buy the more expensive version because it is worth it. The initial investment sucks, but it is worth it in the long term. So that's how I
mm.
see it now. Yeah.
Thank you, gorgeous. I agree. I agree. I have one ring, which I think I mentioned in the live as well, right? My JUC ring. It was that time. It wasn't so expensive. I think that was my first JUC piece. It was between the just full gold or a little bit of diamond at the nail head. And my essay was at that time said, get the diamonds. And I was like, really? I don't really know, get diamonds on the nail, blah, blah, blah. But and I mean, and it was double the price. I think it was I think the gold was maybe that time was like under two, maybe 2,000. But with the diamonds, it was like four, maybe five. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and I was just getting into fine jewelry, and it was
Yeah.
just a little bit of diamonds around the head. And but I went for it, and you know what? That's the piece that I still have today. Because when I look at it, I was like, yeah, it makes a difference, huh? The little bit of
It
diamonds on nail
does.
head.
It does. Yeah, luckily I don't have a ton that is very, very plain. I think I have how many did I show during the live? I think like I have four rings that are they're on the plain side. They're still nice because of the design. Like Hermes jewelry, at least their designs are very different and unique. So it's special that way still. But
Mm,
I would like whenever I buy anything now, I think I would definitely heavily consider the diamond version. Even though the price, yeah, usually the price is the killer. It's literally at least double, which is
at
the
least,
worst thing.
yeah.
It's at least
Least.
double, sometimes triple. Like these earrings, I remember they were like triple, which was why I was like, oh, I don't know. The size was a bit different though, but it was a big difference. But
Like,
now it's kind of too late because it's again the hardware line. The Tiffany also raises their price several times a year. They raise their price very quickly, and so I feel like had I made that initial investment the first time, maybe it would have been worth it. Oh,
okay.
partial or
Isaiah has a
full. I
question for
see.
you.
Okay.
Full or
Partial or
partial?
full pave. That Kelly ring is gorgeous. I'm trying to desperately save for the Ash Donk ring pave white gold. To answer your question, Isaiah, I would be happy with partial.
Hmm.
Full is nice, obviously, but full is more than double. That's for sure. Full is I don't know, quadruple, more than that. I don't know. I am happy with partial. I feel like it just has to have at least the extra special sparkle. When it's plain gold, it just looks very plain. It's still nice. The gold shines, I guess, but the extra diamonds makes a difference. So for me, even partial pave would make enough difference. Because I know the full pave of anything, especially in the earrings, for example, how much are they? Like 50, like I don't know, 50,000. I don't know. It's like way, way, way more. uh then it becomes more of a okay, cost per wear is
Mm.
are you really gonna get that much wear out of them? Like then maybe it does not make as much sense. But half pave, I'd be so happy with them.
Would you do this, Amy? Ocean yoga girl.
Oh.
A jeweler can add diamonds. Would you consider that?
uh how would they do it, for example, on the earrings? How would they do it? Plus it's not the original brand doing it, so I'm not sure I would consider that, to be honest. I'm not sure. I don't understand it enough to really say yes or no to that. Would you? I feel like
I
it
wouldn't.
wouldn't be original, like, it's not the original company doing it, therefore, I would not let them touch the piece.
Mm, yeah. I don't
Unless
think I
it's
would.
not super complicated, right?
Mm,
But if it's adding a full, like, let's say the Kelly ring, the full front of the plaque is all, instead of just 4 little diamonds, it's full pavé, right? Or the earrings, the full top half of the earrings are full pavé, like, how would they add it on, right? It's kinda hard.
not sure. Melt it? I don't know.
Then might as well just buy the version with it, right?
Yes.
I probably would
Okay.
say no, yeah.
I don't know. Let's see what other people saying. Okay, so yeah. Joe is saying, "Yep, for me too. I need diamonds. Some diamonds are good. More diamonds are better."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh goodness. Let's see what
But I'm
else
totally
everybody's
good
saying.
with half pave.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I feel like half is super wearable. Like this lock, best decision ever to get half pave. The full pave is so nice, obviously, but it's also feels a bit extra when you're wearing it out and about. So half is good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I have one slide. I was doing it halfway and then I stopped. Ooh, why is my thing not working? Hang on. Okay, mine is this one is after my rant. So one thing that I will never be doing again, I'm never pre-ordering again. Never. Okay. And as tempting as the new drop is coming up, which is the cherry, whatever, I I would rather go to the on the day itself to the store and buy, because I don't want to be in this situation where I'm just stuck. So I cancel all my pre-orders and be done with it.
Yeah.
None of it. Like, I was so annoyed by it. And without an end, and without an end, and the fact is you will not get a bag unless somebody returns it, because you're the bottom of the pit, right? But I'm the bottom of the pit. We have the VVVIPs, we have VIPs, VVVs, VIP, and then us. So yeah, I think for me, I will never be pre-ordering anything from LV again or any luxury brand. For me, for me now, it's no buy, no see, no buy. So no stock, no buy. I'll just buy whatever that's available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand this. I mean, I not with LV, but I've experienced putting deposits at Hermes, even to an extent with Chanel is not the same. It's sort of like you just blindly buy something in the past, at least for me, right? I would when they would still do that in the past with my old Chanel SA. You can put a full payment, non-refundable, obviously. You can put a full payment on an item, on a bag, whatever, and you have to commit to the bag, never having seen it, never having checked if there's any defaults or anything like that, which we all know, right? With Chanel, especially back then, even LV, um, it is best if you can check everything on the bag to make sure that there's no issues or maybe a little fault on it. But a lot of times I did just blindly buy them, because if you didn't, then you also don't get your hands on it.
Mm.
I don't think I
I
can
think,
do that anymore.
but Chanel guarantees the item though.
Yes, so it's a little different from your
Yeah,
reason, but in a way, you're still blindly buying something. Maybe it's a style that you've
true,
never tried, but you really
true.
want to get your hands on it. And the next thing you know, you buy it, you're like completely regretting the decision, because it's like the Gabrielle backpack. It turned out to be completely a lesson that I was like, oh, I cannot do luxury backpacks. Oh, that's another thing I wouldn't buy, but I've mentioned that before already, right?
Mm,
Like luxury backpacks, it just don't work for me. But then I had already committed the money. There's no refund in Canada. So like I was left to deal with that, you know? So in a way it's you're putting money ahead without seeing the product, without receiving the product,
yeah.
right?
I
And
so with Chanel, it's sort of like once you put in the money, you don't get it back,
you
but
don't.
you will at least get the bag, right? And
Yes,
then
you will,
and
you will.
yeah, with LV is that you put the money, you don't you don't know if you get a bag.
I
Yes,
know
you'll
it's
get your money back, but then what's the point of putting my money there? Like I put my money there because I want the bag, not for me to be in the will I get a bag? That to me is mind boggling. So with Hermes, I think if Hermes does, they don't do pre-orders. Hermes does orders, right? Even for their special orders, they don't even take your money because then the philosophy is you might not get it. So fine, you don't take my money. Whereas this one is like, hey, you might not get it, but I'll take your money. It is
Yeah.
mind boggling. So
It's frustrating. I feel like for them, maybe their reasoning is that, well, you can always cancel and get a refund anyway. So
correct. That's
they
the
do
reason,
count on
right?
you putting your pre-orders in because even if they can't fulfill it, they'll just refund you, which is frustrating because in the end, you don't care about the money. You just want the item.
Yeah. So my speculation for this is because they have multiple pre-orders. You see, um, I speculate that it's not just they want your money, okay? I mean, that's sort of like, oh, by the way, we could store it somewhere and earn some interest. That's by the way. But I do think the way that they're doing the pre-orders is to minimize returns. You see,
Mm,
every 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 manufacturer, you have to order first, right? You don't tell them, hey, I don't know how many I'm coming, I'm not getting, right? Because they have already produced or put an order with the manufacturer, say 1,000,000 pieces, right? Otherwise, why do some people when they order the next couple of weeks they get it? They don't just fly up, they don't just churn it out immediately, right? So the orders are already set at the factory. So I believe it's because they have multiple pre-orders with the VIP and then the VVIP and then right down to me, which is the
yeah.
regular people. The top will get the bunch first. They will get the top 3, 4 layers will get the million. But out of that million, there's going to be a 30, 40% of returns. A lot of people are going to return. They're going to say, oh, it wasn't my style. There's some defect. Oh, I thought it's a bit too heavy. Boom. Those returns will then get filtered to the next layer. And so eventually, they will minimize their returns out of the million because they only can produce 1 million. They can't go and make more, right? So I don't want to be getting returns, even though it could be a perfect return. But that's the reality of it. That's how they cut down on that side. But I think the Murakami line was so well done. I mean, so well received. Then they actually maybe made another batch. But again, they have to tell the factory first, right? Hey, make
Yeah.
me another 100,000. So, which is why you can see. Okay, so I'm going to pull out this comment from Musa. See, thankfully, I've gotten all my pre-orders and it looks good. And I've recently placed a pre-order for the cherry collection. How did you place a pre-order for cherry collection when it's not even to me on my end? I'm told that the pre-orders are not open.
Mm.
So they have the leveling, right? Which is
Mhm.
unfortunate. So I said, you know what? Because I'm right down, I'm the bottom feeder, I am the sea floor bed. I will just line up at the store and see what's available.
Ah. That's not a good feeling to even say, like, you probably aren't, but, like, to even say that that's how you feel, it just sucks, right? Like, then what's the point of spending all this luxury money on luxury with when it doesn't feel luxury whatsoever at all?
See, you placed it on Thursday. I was told that it's not even open until mid-May, okay? So can you
Yeah.
imagine? It is it's a reality. There's going to be the levels that get it first, and then whatever's left behind or return, we get it. And which is why my order never came. I've waited 3 months for it, and they told me to cancel it. Can you imagine?
Ugh.
So nobody returned the bag, which is why I never got anything. Anyway, coming back to my stories,
Aw.
I'm never pre-ordering again, okay, from
Yeah.
LV unless they tell me that yes, Kat, it will come tomorrow. You can deposit first. Okay, fine. But other than that, if I hear they said you put lah, but it may cancel so that screw you, I will just wait for it at the store. And with any
Yeah,
other
I
luxury brand
know.
that says the same thing to me, forget it. No, no bag, no
Yeah.
talk. No guarantee, no talk.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I know what you mean. I wouldn't do it either. Like, I also stopped putting any deposits on anything at Hermes because I waited so long for things that I put money down before. It just feels like by the time I receive it, I don't even want the item. It's like stupid.
Yeah,
Plus, and like there's no refund either at Hermes as well. Like there's no refund. At best, if you really don't like the item, you can get a credit, but
I should
that's all
ask
the money
Musa
that
to
you could
order
have
for
used
me.
it
I'm
in
pretty sure I
between
can
for
get it through
something
you.
else. Exactly. You could have done something else with the money, right? Instead of just waiting on it and nothing
Yeah.
happening.
Hello, this is a
It's
world
frustrating.
of this is a world of today is now, okay? Tomorrow is too late. No, yesterday is too late. It's like it asked me 3 months. I already forgot about the bag lah. Forgot
Yeah.
already. I moved on. That's how unfortunate it is. Lai so cute. I'm not a bottom feeder. I
You're
am
not.
because I don't have an essay. I don't. I literally don't. I haven't bought anything from LV for years. The last thing that I bought is that pouch, right? The little pouch, and I got that online. Like, ooh, online. I I was so excited to receive that, and then I have an essay because of Joe here, who shared her essay to me, which I've never met, never seen, never just like texted her. So I'm just one of the many thousands, and I'm fine with it. But the fact that I'm really bottom feeder, it's okay. Don't want to buy. It's fine. Save the money. Okay, let me show you a few things. So let's start with what I will not buy as well. So I have them with me because it was either take photo of it or show right now. So okay, so coming to the same thing that you said just now, Amy, you were saying that you won't buy luxury totes anymore. So I have a specific one. I
I
will never
already
buy
know.
another Foray Lepage luxury tote ever again. Oh,
You actually
it's so
used yours for work, right?
I do.
Exactly. Like they're not supposed to last like that when you put
Yeah,
so much
no,
stuff
but
that they're heavy.
it's such a great bag for work. Like I
Mm,
use it, it looks good. Like, it doesn't have any like LV logo on it.
yeah.
And I like the fact that, if I stuff too many things inside, I can extend the straps. It's actually really comfortable.
Yeah.
But damn, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm fine with, the regular wear and tear here, like this, to me, chef's kiss, because it's like I know I've used the bag and it's been banged around and that's leather. This is just like paint scrape, right? It's fine. Even Hermes can fix this. But nobody can fix this. Nobody. Nobody can fix that. It's Look at how badly the paint is coming off all around. I just used because I was telling Amy the reason I also had no time to take photos and create slides. I just came back from Jakarta yesterday. I was there for 4 days for work. and I was using this bag, and I was flaking everywhere. I was like, which is why it's flaked off even more than the video that I did.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
the video that I did, I think it looked like this, but over the 4 days, it's now this. Like,
Oh my god.
can you see that? Can you see that?
I
You
believe
guys,
you. You don't need to show proof. It's literally
flaking
happening
everywhere.
before our eyes. Happening before our eyes.
Yeah, it's happening before
Oh
your
my
eyes.
god.
Oh my god. So yeah,
I don't yeah.
never. I'm never
Mm.
buying Foret Lepage again. If I wanted this bag to last me 10 years, halfway, I mean, it will last. Okay, so let it will last. Like it will not tear. It's still really good, which is why I said hang it. If I don't use it and trash it anymore, it's just gonna sit and disintegrate behind my on the floor here in my house, right? So I'll just use it lah. But it's a very unsightly looking bag, right? When I go and
Yeah.
see my customers, it's like, this girl, what's going on? Oh, excuse me. Yes.
So it's more brand specific for you.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
I think it's okay. So Foret Lepage is brand specific, but it is also bag type specific. Like I don't mind buying luxury totes, but I think I will now not buy the one with silk screen printing. This is
Yeah.
a printing. This is some kind of print, right? And they have coated it in such a way um that I guess over time, because of my hands or whatever, and somebody asked me, is it because of alcohol wipes? And I bet you if I bring back to Foret Lepage, they will ask me the same thing. Is it alcohol wipes? And I'll tell them, no, I don't use. I don't really use what do you call that? Wipes like that, whatever.
Hand sanitizer?
Even during the COVID time, I would just wash my hands.
Yeah.
I don't use that because I get really, really dry
Mhm. Yeah, you don't have
cuticles.
to justify it. It shouldn't happen
Yeah,
anyway.
so but it's a fact. I can understand because if you were to be spraying your bag with that, obviously you melt the coating. But but now that I know this, I think it does affect how I would buy a luxury tote. Meaning, I would not buy anything with this kind of canvas. No, canvas is okay, but this kind of coat is coated, painted. So painted and coated. Yeah, painted and coated. I don't like is LV painted and coated? I don't know.
They are, but
I
I
don't.
never found their print to like literally in front of you flake out like this. I don't feel like LV
Yeah,
does that. Like it will
I don't
fade a
think.
little bit if it's a really old canvas because I used to own also the silkscreen limited edition little Mila clutch that's like this small. And you can tell around the very corners where it's curved those areas tend to be a little bit fading. It's not faded completely,
Mm,
but it doesn't look like it's peeling off. It's just a little bit lighter than the rest of the canvas, and you can tell it's probably because it's the area that's the most sensitive and it's also curved in. Or if you look
yeah.
at any very old bags, it's usually around the corners, like you're saying, like it's usually around the bottom corners. It's a little bit more rubbed off, but it's not
Mm.
peeling off, right? Like
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
not
seen
like
LV
this.
does that.
This is like paint flicking off, right?
Yeah, that's
So
not right.
if I were to look for a luxury tote, and if I find out that the way that they make the material is like, oh, it's silk printed with a coating, they'll be like, oh, no, thank you,
No
because
more.
this can happen. I would rather it be a piece of leather, right?
Yeah.
That I can deal with, right? And deal with. Yeah, it's so strange. Yeah, this is like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with flaking. That's what I mentioned. I don't know what to do with flaking. Nothing wrong with the bag.
Their silk printing might not be very good then because
Maybe.
that's not something that you would have known when you first buy the bag because it would have looked perfect. So you
And
would
it
only know
was.
that after many years of wear and tear.
Yeah, I mean, if it was 10 years and this started to happen, I'll be like, yeah, 10-year-old. But it's And you know what? It's only about, okay, firstly, it's about 5 years old, right? About 5 years old. And it's only in the past year and a half that I have turned it into a full work bag. Like where I literally use it with my laptop and everything. So if think about it, it's actually been a workhorse for about 2 years, because previously it was COVID. It was COVID. And it was also a time that I think I traveled with it to the States. I had it in my bag. But other than that, I was not using it like now, right? So now that I use it weekly with my laptop and everything, it's peeling. It's peeling. Flaking, not peeling, flaking. All right. And yeah, nobody, I think I just get a never full. Huh? Never full.
Never full is surprise. Like never full, you'd be surprised how hard wearing they are. For me, it's not that reason that I wouldn't use it for work. It's just I don't feel like the straps are they're not made for comfort for the heaviness that you need it to be. It's more the functional technical aspect of it that I wouldn't buy a luxury like a very luxury brand handbag type bag
Mm.
as a bag for work. That's the reason why I wouldn't buy them. Plus I feel like maybe it would have been fine before with all the logo. Now I'm just like, just give me Tumi, like Samsonite, whatever these brands that are made for for withstanding
Mm.
and for having extra shoulder pads or just extra handles that really can withstand the weight and comfort. Um, yeah, just give me those instead.
Yeah. Sophia's here. Yeah, I always use a backpack for work things. Agree. Actually, I was always using a backpack, like a big backpack. But then I just wanted to be a bit more fancy. Didn't
And it's
work.
fine, but yeah, they're just not gonna be as functional as it can be. And in your case, even worse because it started breaking apart basically, right? I wonder if it's because the weight, it's kind of stretching the canvas, so the paint is getting stretched and then it's starting to flake off. It could very much be, right? Which means again is really not made for that kind of wear and like that kind of use maybe. They would never advertise that it's not good enough for work, but I guess it's up to the customer to deal with it at the end, which, still you wouldn't want that to happen to a very expensive tote, right?
Mm.
I don't think it would happen to an Everfull, but I guess if anyone has experience, they can share here. But I feel like an Everfull is okay, but still, the straps would
Mm.
probably give way before the canvas
Which can
starts.
replace though, which we
Yes,
can replace.
true, true, true.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. I got two more things. So for next one. So similar to your middle of the ground shades, right? So you're saying the taupe, the avocado green. Mine's more of I think I'm unaware of my color. Like what I know I look good in green, but I think I'm not so sure what is the exact color that looks good on me, because I just enjoy color, like woo, everything I buy. But these two pieces have made me realize that I need to steer away from this tone of color. And maybe I'll show you, and then and then you'll know what I mean. Which I'm very happy because I'm going for a color, what do you call that? A color thingamaj color
Yeah, I don't know what
scheme.
it's called.
You know when you tell it with your winter
Yeah,
lah,
yeah,
blue
yeah.
lah. Yeah, anyway, I'm going for one of that. So maybe they'll tell me like, girl, stay away from this color. Is it too late? I bought it. Yeah.
I also tried this color. I didn't buy it. It's too mid-tone. Literally, yeah, it looks like your skin.
Color analysis. Thank you, Joe. It's like
Yeah.
I never wear it. Yo, I've never worn this pair of Hermes shorts. They're freaking new. Let's see. Let me stand up. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't know what is it. Yeah, color season. Yeah, it's like it's blended into my skin tone.
It
But
washes
now that
off.
I've gotten a little bit of a tan because I've been going to the beach with my dog. But before this, with my white legs, I look terrible. Now I like, no, it's still bad, lah, huh? Still bad. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is one tone. Okay, this is another one. Yeah, this is another one. So this is like, this was my first really expensive silk top from Hermes. And I hardly wear it. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. It's okay, it's coming out a little bit more blue on the screen, but it's a bit like a purple blue, like I don't know, it does nothing for me. It's like I don't know. So like you, right? If I were to wear this, I have to be
Yeah.
maybe bright red lip with something, right?
Yeah.
Even though this is not a skin tone color, like it's not too like the turning style saying too close to the skin, right? This is too close to the skin. This one is
Mhm.
like, yeah, I don't know
It's
what.
just not your color, basically. Yeah. Like, it's
Yeah,
not awful, but it's not your color.
yeah, it's not awful. Like when I
Yeah.
wear it, I'm like not sure what is it. What is this tone, right? So yeah, so no more. I'm never. And the thing is, because I don't know, it's hard for me. Like right? You know that mid tones for you is not for you. So, but this is not a mid tone. This is like, I guess, pinks.
This is kind
No,
of mid-tone. It's in between everything, like, how you can't even call it what color it is, uh, but
right?
it
Even
would
everybody's like trying to figure it out. Like it's so these are the colors that the you wouldn't know. I mean, you would kind of know, but the thing is, you're in the stupid store and they have this yellow lighting, and it's the crappiest, closet light. Well, not closet, like dressing room light that you think, ooh, nice. You go home, you're like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? You can't match it with anything.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, I'll wear it because
Yeah,
this
this
one's not
shirt is
so bad,
not
right?
too
I'll wear
bad.
this for work,
Yeah.
who cares? I just wear it. But I don't I didn't gravitate to it. Like I just went for the, like I
Yeah.
said, I just came back from the trip. I picked I picked I picked a Uniqlo t-shirt instead of this. Can you imagine? To wear under a jacket. So like obviously I didn't wear shorts, but yeah. You're right. Everything looks so off in the dressing room. Like, in the dressing room, you just look good. Which is why maybe when you buy black and white, it can't go wrong, right? In the dressing room, it's black,
Cannot.
it's white, fine. But any color, any other like color, what tricky.
It's also
Oh,
because, especially with Hermès, I feel like have less of a problem with other brands, but Hermès tends to like to do, like, they would, if it's a green if it's like green season, they'll do all kinds of shades of greens, right? And then they're because they're all kinds of shades in between, and you happen to like this exact shirt, if it's just a little off, you're like, even when you try it on, it may still look good that day because you're in a better mood, you're in a shopping mood, like all of those like
yeah.
external factors. But then when you come home to match it with your other things, that's when you realize, oh, it's kind of off. But then it's not awful. It's
Yeah,
just
it's not
not
ugly,
great.
right? Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
great.
it's
It's
not bad
really
enough for you
in
to
between.
return.
Yes, for the love of it. And this silk top was, yes, some number like that. I don't want to even think about it. It's like crap.
Yeah, it sucks because even though yeah, like some of my ready to wear, I think the ones that I talk about it, they're like in the mid tones, right? It's like the cashmere t-shirt. There was another, okay, I have two of those, right? They're like taupe green. The other one is also kind of like green taupe. Like, anyway, like kind of like olive taupe. And they're both really nice on their own. They're really, really nice. They're very nice shape, very nice print. It's just when you put it on, you're like, oh, it's just a little off, but not awful enough for you to completely hate them, but you also don't really love to grab them. So they are wasteful. Because yeah,
Mm,
maybe one shirt is 1,000, 2,000, whatever. It's not like a ton of money. You didn't lose all your money in it, but like you accumulate all these things that didn't work or don't really make you love them very much, and it adds up very, very fast.
very fast. So I think that was one of the first few lah. That top, was it the first? I think the most, yeah, my first really expensive one. And to add to that, I think I should have trusted my gut feel, because I was in the dressing room and I was looking at it like, I'm not sure. But then, in the moment, I'm thinking, maybe it's okay. Maybe I look good. Then you, in your head, you justify by, you match it for work, you match it for, I don't know what jacket over it. And I come home and I've worn a few times, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Anyway, so no more this type of, I
Like
want to
unless you
say,
100% love it, don't buy it.
yeah, yeah, that, and so I will never buy these kind of colors. Like, if I'm not 100% sure in it, like if it's out of my, like, I know I like green. So for me, green will work. Somehow green and my skin tone,
Yeah.
like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Whatever kind of green, most greens will work on me. So I have to be
Yeah.
very sure. Like the moment I touch a different tone of color, whether it's in the red, so red, whole shade, I have to be like really sure. Of course, black and white, fine. Orange works good for me as well for some reason. Okay, orange works, but any of these like red to magenta tone and then a bit of the purple to blue, wow, I have to think back. I have to be careful because this block of color is tricky.
It's so funny because I'm the exact opposite of you. For me, it's like the green and the orange and the taupe, like those colors. They are they're always just meh for me. I definitely would do even better. I actually do relatively well in blues. I just don't buy a lot, but I do well in blues. I
Mm.
probably do better in purple than green. Um,
Maybe we should swap our clothes.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, okay, I've got one more. And this one I think a lot of people like, but I have to say, I have only officially worn it once, for a proper day of work. But yeah, I I think it's a pair of shoes that, two reasons why I will not buy anymore.
Mm.
These are the Paris loafers. Let me think. So the first thing is, I think when I wear them, I look really it looks really out of place on my feet. I don't know. Is it? I can't say it's very manly because it's actually quite feminine, but it gives off quite a masculine look, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Kind of loafers. So yeah, it clash. I think I don't know how to dress them, so that's one. So because they're so masculine, I like, can't wear them with much of my clothes, right? If I wear a dress with them, like, ugh. I wear my baggy pants. What's the point? Because I cover the whole pair. So the part, it's the masculinity of it, and I think I'm kind of over this H on my shoe. Yeah, the black. Yeah, maybe it's because it's black and silver, but I think I'm over. I think if there was just a buckle, like the Kelly lock buckle, but the fact that it has this big H, and don't get me wrong, I still like my Constance, but on shoes, yeah, I'm over it. I'm over this H, so it's not for me anymore. I have two pairs.
Same. What color is the other one?
Oh, let me grab the other one
Is it
though. I
green?
like,
The green?
but orange. Hang on, let me get them.
Oh wait, I is it the
Remember,
suede
I still wear
one?
orange. I'll
Forget.
show
I
you.
never
Let me
see
get.
you wear them though. But I think I know what you mean because I own two pairs also. Well, one pair is one royal loafer. They're black, so the same black one you have, and I have the gold royal loafers in with the palladium hardware. And I do find it's not yeah, these are cool because they're tone on
Yeah, but
tone.
you
You can't
see
see
what's
the
the
H.
difference with the H here?
Yeah.
Can't see
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily masculine. I don't find them masculine necessarily, but they're definitely kind of very office, like very office vibe. So for me, I do like them though, but I don't love them as much as I would or could, I feel. Because I find them a bit too like office, like I'm going to the office, like that's how I feel they are.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, I don't
not.
know. Maybe if this was whole black with black, I don't know. Yeah, this black pair, they just don't do it for me. I
I
just
think
like,
black is just so kind of serious. That's what it is. Like black, because I do find that the gold pair I have, they look a bit more, they're not soft, but they just look a little less serious for some reason.
yeah. So loafers, like even though I like this one because it's a bit more fun,
Yeah.
I struggle to wear them because yeah, it's I don't know what's the
Formal. Yeah,
word. I
they're
just
formal. They are
formal. Yeah,
formal.
okay, yeah, that's thanks. Thank you. Yeah, they're too formal. Yes, Irene, that it's not the serious, it's just really formal looking. And not that I'm, an investment banker that needs to wear this kind of shoes. So I like these though. I mean, even though they're formal, I think the color helps a little bit.
Yeah, these
The
are
kind of
fun.
fun. I will wear this for like, going out on a if like a weekend I'll go out and wear some bright shoes. Like, what? I have worn this more than these. Can you imagine? It's so clean. Yeah, I've been cleaning them. So I think formal shoes. I think ballet flats for me work well. They're kind of like round tip, cuter. So yeah, it's both. It's the shape, formal looking, and it's the H, and like, mm,
It's also the color. Black is quite harsh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there are some shoes from Hermes that I don't think I have. You have to try it, right? Like, you really have to try it. The perils are pre-spent. True, but the thing is, you have to try it. Then you go like, yeah, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. I feel like it's not even just trying in person, like trying it the first time. It's literally you have to try them out to see if that style even works for you. So you don't know until you buy them, basically.
Correct. And I never mentioned anything about comfort because they are freaking comfortable.
They
Okay, they
are
are
pretty
really,
good,
they
yeah.
are really, really comfy. But they are just yeah. I'm wearing them right now. I'm looking at my feet like they look so serious. They just look so serious. Yeah.
We live and learn.
Yeah, live
That's
and
how it
learn.
is, right? We would not know these things unless we had them and then just figured they don't work, right? It's kind of how it is. You wouldn't know until like unless they're really literally they're uncomfortable the moment you try them, then yeah,
Mm,
then sure you would never have bought them, but they were comfortable. You kind of don't mind the style, at least when you try them you didn't mind it. You're imagining all these things, how you would style them at home. Of course, you
mm.
have to buy them first, right? So you buy them only to realize later that it's really hard for you
It's a
to style it,
style
to
thing.
wear it. Yeah.
It's a style thing. And it's also, like, when I watch I see on IG, like some of these IGs, they're so good. Like, you are really good at styling. I'm like watching these other people styling, so they know their style so well that anything they wear, I guess they can make it work. can be the most weirdest top or a cape, a hat that's bigger than, the whole body, kind of just so wild, but they look so good, like it works. And here I am trying to style a pair of black loafers, and I'm like, eh? So you actually knowing your own
Mm,
style or making a style work for you is really, really hard. It's really hard.
but
Like I can
I
try them. I'm comfort wise
yeah,
perfect, but just
I
don't
would
know how to style
argue
it.
I would argue though that like even if some people appear to know their style and know how to style things, they've made a lot of mistakes in the
Yeah,
process, and they're still making mistakes in the middle. Like they just figure what works and what doesn't work, but there is a cost to it. Like it's still, I feel like everybody does have to go through that. Like I definitely didn't know what works for me until like I'm still learning basically, right? Because there's always new silhouettes. They change up the styles every year, and sometimes you just don't know until you not just try them on, but like you kind of have to own them and literally be wearing them to figure out whether they really look good on you, or if you kind of look best in those types of silhouettes,
mhm.
or even color. Like color especially, I think color is always an ever evolving learning curve. So which is why I do wonder if everyone who did the color analysis, whether they always get it right. I don't know. Do they always get it right after that? So
I
that
don't
would be
know.
interesting
Like
to
the
know.
color analysis, you do it when you are. I mean, they look at your color tone, right? Like
Yeah.
now. I think my color analysis will be done wrongly because no, just because I'm tan now.
Oh,
I'm
no,
I am
but
tanner. But hopefully it can be done so well, meaning you can actually see your undertone, whether you're dark or not. I don't know. I'm tan. I'm tan. I've been going to the beach every week. Look at me. Dark. You can see. Look, I'm the two tones. Two tones. So it could be seasonal.
uh it would change a little bit, but not completely, probably. Right? You're
Oh, I
probably
love
just
the
a
orange loafer. I
shade.
think the color I'm wearing them now. So they're really comfortable. Like, so don't get me wrong, guys. If you like these Paris loafers, they are super comfy. I can wear them whole day. I just can't style them. Like I'm like, especially the black ones. And plus, and I also mentioned I'm kind of over the H. Luckily, this orange one, the H doesn't like pop out. But yeah, the style, this formal looking shoe, I would not buy again. I would if they came up with something that's still a loafer, but maybe a smaller, like a ballet loafer. I think that one's still okay, but this type, yeah, no, one's enough. Two, one formal and one bright orange one. Totally. Find one style we like and get more colors. Joe. No, they'll tell you all the colors. They'll tell you everything. You know what to wear, what color to go, what color to avoid. I think they also tell you like what looks good on you. I think black and white.
And it's surprisingly not everyone can pull off black and white. My mom cannot. Like my mom, my aunts, they all hate the color black. They don't wear black at all. Cuz for them, maybe because I'm very like not only am I fair, but I also like I guess I'm fair in a way that really like black actually brings out my skin tone more. Like it just makes me look even more, in Chinese they say like bak zhang. Like it just hin ba. Like it just makes me look even more like not lively, but like it just you just the contrast and the skin color just comes out even more. But if my mom or my aunts were to wear black, it just drags them down actually. So it's actually quite interesting that not everyone can wear black and white. So I do feel like there are a lot of people, for example, I envy the people that can wear a lot of mid-tones. They look so good, right? It's just so good in camel color, so good in beige, so good in taupes. It blows my mind that they can wear all those, and when I wear those, I look completely opposite. Like I would look like my parents wearing black, basically, right? So
Mm.
it's very different. Everyone's so different.
So I'm hoping that when we do the color analysis, I would be surprised by a color that I would have never thought. I'll be like, oh, I can wear
Mm.
this dot color, and it suddenly like brings. I think that would be fun. But if you tell me colors that I already know, like yeah, meh. Or if she says actually you don't look good in green. Oh my god,
No, you do. You look good in
what
green.
do I do on my green coats?
You look good in green. I look good in red. I already know that. There's a reason why it's our favorite colors. It's our power color for a reason.
Okay, let me go scroll up. All right, so we're looking at what will you never buy. So share with us what will you never buy. Give us one thing. I'm going all the way to the top. Okay, Sophia says I really like Chanel and Hermes shoes, but sneakers are too much money for me because they will get dirty
Mm,
quickly. Yes.
I don't even mind that they get dirty. I mean, it's true they do get dirty, but I feel like they're definitely not functional shoes. And they're very expensive for not being functional enough.
Yeah. Lens is like jet sneakers. Get
Mm,
the jet
a lot of
sneakers.
people
They're
like
so
the jet
comfortable.
sneakers.
Can't even get them here. Okay, they're sold out all the time. Don't even.
You know, it's interesting though. I always found Hermes sneakers to be uncomfortable too, actually. I've tried a few different models because you guys rave about them, and I went to try them. Every time it never worked for me. Hermes is a brand that never works for me, sneaker wise.
D is saying the same thing. My H
Yeah.
sneakers are super, super uncomfortable. I'm going to give it away. Like, give it away.
Aw.
Oh, Joe, no logo team, no logo tees for me, and no more Hermes tees because I have too
Mm,
many.
mm, yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Ah, I see some bottom feeders. Da, da, da. Okay, go to the bottom. See what's everybody saying. No more twirlies. Oh, I wanted to
Tweet.
say no more twirlies, but then I held back. I was like, you know what? It might just happen. So let's not. I don't want to be called out for it. Like, who knows? Maybe when I get my bag, then my essay just wiggles a couple of twirlies in front of me. I'll be like, okay lah, okay lah.
Oh, if you use it for a bag, it's more for functional purpose anyway. It's different. I feel like I kind of get what she's saying, Michelle, here, because for me too, I love scarves. You guys know I love my 90 centimeters, but I buy too many of them now. Like I literally own too many. I can't even wear as much as I could. Even if I rotate them in the summer all summer long, because I love to wear them as tops. I know which ones color wise or print wise I like the most. I only wear those. And then I just ignore the rest of them. So it's like that for me a little bit. So I kind of am trying not to buy too many scarves at this point as well. Because I always have
Mm,
favorites and they're always the same ones. I always wear the same ones. And then yeah. They're lovely though. They're so beautiful. There's a piece of art. But at which point do you have like you have to cut off at some point because becomes too excessive even if you love them. Just have to stop buying them. So I guess Twilly's sort of like that, right? If you're just buying for the print, but you're not even using on the bags, you're just buying them just to have them, it gets addictive and it can add up
mm.
very quickly as well, right? Buy 4 Twillies, it's $1,000, right? It's actually less. It's more expensive now, isn't it? 300 something now. It's buy 3 Twillies, already $1,000. crazy.
It's really expensive. Three
Adds
plus,
up
I think Singapore is
fast.
under $400 one. It's like
Yeah,
so expensive. Or maybe it is 400 already. I don't know. Whatever.
it's like around there, right? It's around three something.
A few weeks ago, I was at Hermes. I can't remember, was I with Joe? Anyway, I was there and then sitting talking to my essay, drinking the free coffee, bugging for my bag. And then up on my left side, there was this lady. She was obviously unboxing a Birkin 25. It was in the color like natural. It looked a little bit like gold, but not gold. So it's like natural. The color is natural. It's not natural leather. It's a Togo color natural. And they were tying, obviously, then they dangled a couple of twirlies and they tied it for her and everything. And actually it looked really, really good. So very likely, like if my essay were to bring out my bag and say like that, it's the whole experience, right? At the moment you're like, okay lah, protect the handles. Mm, hot, hot. Scarves. I don't buy that many scarves. I did buy some for the pre-spend, but not like you. I don't know how to use them.
My essay kind of like thinks of me as the scarf lady now. So she's like, "Oh, you like scarves? We got new ones." And then I'm like, oh, "Okay." I always end up, but I also end up liking some, which is the problem.
Zaya saying leather fashion bracelets. Yep. I think we shared that the
Mm.
last time, the things we don't want to buy, so we need to repeat it. But yes, leather fashion bracelets is a no. No more Wagyu steak tasting dinners, laughing in delusion after seeing the bill.
Mm.
I didn't know they has things like that. Wagyu steak tasting dinners.
It's
Wow.
like a multi-course dinner, probably, which
But
is why it costs so
A3,
much.
A4, A5, A6. From which part must be, Oh, interesting. I don't think they have this here. Maybe they do. Not aware. So
Mm.
hard not to buy. Yeah, sometimes you can get like nice and then you buy. MC's like nylon and tights. Nylon tights.
Oh, that's interesting. That's something I don't really buy much. I guess because I don't wear them very much, but I can see, like, right, whatever you're addicted to, it's so easy to just go crazy.
Mm. Niku Steakhouse in San Francisco.
Oh, I
I don't want.
see.
I don't want. After I'll be laughing delusionally, in delusion, like so expensive.
I
Oh
noticed
my
that
god.
steak or beef in general is not, it's not that it's not popular, but because they're not very affordable, in Hong Kong, like, so I wanna say Asia in general, I don't know for sure, but I do have a feeling that it's not as accessible, and so every time if we were to go for if we actually, I've never even had steak in Hong Kong, but, like, if we were just to go for, like, a beef heavy dinner, because we did go to a Japanese, what is it called? But it's very thin
Teppanyaki.
slice, like, literally thin slices of beef, right? Like, and then there's only a few, like, it's a few course, but, like, it's not like you're eating a whole big steak like you would here in North America, and it already costs, like, 5 I can't remember, like, 500 Hong Kong dollars per person, and that's like a very big steak meal here, like, a literally, like, a 12-ounce steak with everything, thighs
I
and
told
everything, right?
you. There are no cows here. There are no cows as big as your cows. Your cows are like cars. Our cows here look like they've been starved. They've been starved.
But you okay, I do have to say though, even though, like, that's why I feel like when I go to Hong Kong, for example, like, we just don't eat as much meat. There's meat in, but they're more treated as a side dish, whereas here it's more the main dish,
You got
which is
you got
interesting. Like, it's such a big contrast. Um, and But I do feel that the beef and the meat in general in Hong Kong tastes different. Like it tastes sweeter. So in a way, I feel like even though they're skinny cows or skinny animals over there, maybe because they do eat grass, they taste sweeter. They taste
They're
better.
like tough, right? They're like just
Yeah,
like this
they taste
brawny.
like the stuff that they eat. Uh, Whereas here you get a lot quantity wise. I wouldn't say that it doesn't taste good. It still tastes good, right? Because they do cook it, they age it, they put lots of whatever flavor is in it. They age the meat, especially if you go to the keg, right? It's aged steak. So it still tastes good, but it's different. It's more about the quantity. Quantity versus over there is like, oh, it's a side versus here's a main, like literally your sides are smaller, your steak is bigger.
Which
So
is why
when
whenever
you say
I go
SF, I
to
get it. Like it's North
now you
America.
get it. Now
Like,
you get when I say like I want to eat a big juicy steak. Because we don't have, I mean, we have it here, of course. It's not that we don't, but it's just that I pay an arm and a leg
yeah,
lah
it's probably
for
really
that big
expensive.
juicy
Yeah.
steak, right? It's like, oh,
And
and then
guess
I'll
what
starve
my
for the rest of
cousin
the week.
requests every time she comes? Literally, the first time she said that, we were wondering like what she means by that. Because she literally said, I want juicy steak when I come to Canada. And we were just wondering, like, where did you have juicy steak last time? I'm like, I don't know what juicy steak you're talking about. But it just turns out it's just any steak. It's just she thinks it's juicy because they don't have big hunk of steaks in Hong Kong. Like they just don't buy it and they don't really serve it unless you go to a very high end, I don't know, Michelin star restaurant. Probably end up paying 500 Canadian dollars for it. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
don't buy it. You just don't get it. But literally,
Yeah,
we
because
can
you look
buy it
at
at
your cows.
superstore, at
I
anywhere.
still
Like
remember
just
that
go to
live that
any
I had to
grocery
take out.
store, you can buy a juicy steak. I guess you can get it anywhere.
Yeah, it's so funny. I still remember the live that I showed you. This is your cow. This is our cow. Your cow's like, it takes out the whole screen. And our cow's like, all the bones and that's so funny. So maybe it's still worth it, huh? Still worth it to go to Niku Steakhouse
I'm
because it's
sure
a
it
different cow.
is. Just go for anniversaries, like for special celebrations.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, Joy, Corinne, Joy Love C. What do y'all feel about luxury homeware like tableware, trays, cushions? I like them, but I think if I were to buy them earlier on in my journey, I would buy all kinds of stuff. But now that I have bought just a few and I haven't bought any cushions, I think I know what I like better. So um I would buy them. I would buy tableware, but maybe the type, the like design, I have moved on from the standard one, right? The gold and all. Was it the mosaic? I think I would rather buy something a little bit more. Hmm, don't know, like clear. I don't know. I don't know what's the word. Like I think I like them. I would buy them, and even the cushions. I wouldn't buy the specific, like very popular with them in the H. I would have bought them in, because they were the popular ones. But I think there are my other designs, so I'm
Mm.
okay to buy them. Just have to be specific lah. What to buy?
For me, I refrain from buying those things. Um, I guess it's a little hard for me because when I moved in, I'm literally merging two household worth of items.
Mm,
I had all my stuff that I accumulated from all when I used to live in Montreal, and then so it's literally we have already too much stuff. Unless I started from zero, like moving into a new place, and we're
mm,
not bringing anything from the past, and I can start fresh from the redecorating portion which includes houseware and tableware, whatever, then I would, yeah, I would buy, because I feel like it's very hard to add on to whatever. And I'm not also, I don't like to be wasteful. Like whatever we have, it's functionally fine. And actually,
Mm,
sometimes I actually enjoy knowing that my homeware is like, if you break it, fine. Like I'll buy another Corel set, right? Like it's just one of those things that for me, I actually prefer using just like less fancy things, knowing that I can be a bit more just free will with them, and not ache so much if they do break, than
mm,
to have to worry about each and every individual item. I mean,
mm,
I love the idea of it, but it's just not my lifestyle. On the other hand, for me, instead of buying these things, I'd rather spend it on. I actually would rather spend it on ready to wear and on jewelry, because those are the things that I feel like makes the difference in my lifestyle. Like if I'm going out and I really want to look polished, those are the things that you cannot always substitute with just buying from Zara or just buying from your local boutique. Sometimes that extra nicer jacket, extra nicer top, whatever, does make the difference in the
mm,
outfit. So I'd rather spend it on those things, because that makes
mm.
more difference for me rather than the home stuff. But to
Yep.
each their own, right? Like I feel like I envy the people that have a whole collection of tableware collection at home. It looks so gorgeous. I just don't have that kind of space. Um, so it's very different from me. Yeah, I don't buy those
Mm.
things. I try not to.
I think I get it. I mean, I totally get what you're saying, because I feel that way as well. But I am slowly feeling like I don't mind adding it into the home now.
Mm,
So I would still, of course, prefer to buy the shoe, prefer to buy the bag, blah, blah, and all that. But because I think I'm becoming a more and more homebody, I just like
mhm,
I'm just home more. I don't go out. Ma, yeah. Oh, the thought of going down to Orchard is like, oh, it's like I don't want to go out. So I think it's because of that that I don't mind adding a little bit, but not a lot. Because same as you, I have so much. Okay, so many plates. I've only got myself and my husband and my dog to use it for. But I don't mind having like one really nice set. So at first I
mm,
thought the set that I would like, and I have a gift from Clara at the back, which is the mosaic. And I still have the tray that you gave me, right? I put my jewelry there. I thought that would be the set that I would collect. And I think like what Isaiah is saying is that, nice to have and just use it at times, not all the time, just this maybe special, really like ooh, fancy thing. Um, but I'm glad I didn't buy that, because the full set, because I like maybe like the shoes, right? The H sort of grew out of it. Like it's not not my jam anymore. So I don't know, because I haven't dived into looking at the Hermes different collections, but they have some really nice ones, like the one with the leaf. I don't know, folophobia,
mm,
plantophobia, like planting. The more I look at it, I'm like, wow, that could be a really nice set to have. Or they have this yellow one with sunflower or something like
mm,
that, also really nice. So I don't mind just having one nice set for special, really special occasion. But on a day to day, no way. I'm gonna be breaking them everywhere, because I already broke the cup that you and I have.
oh, this one, this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Goodbye. See you later. Okay. So yeah, too bad. Then so yeah, I will feel so bad if I had a full set and I'll be breaking them every time, right?
yeah.
Because I'll be like washing up, pow, 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 all gone. So it'll be a special set. Then in terms of cushions, again, similar. So because on YouTube, and I watch a lot of YouTube, I see a lot of the cushions at the back. I'm like, ooh, so nice, huh? But in reality, I'm not decorating my bag. Behind, you see that, but it's chock full of rubbish at the back behind me. Okay, that's reality. So if I were to buy the cushion, I'm gonna buy the cushion and put it where I really sit and use. So they don't want to be scratchy, you know. So like I will buy a proper cushion, Um, yeah, I think I would have a few. I don't mind. Um, even the lamp I'm considering, like just one,
Mm,
just
yeah.
because it's because I think like I said, I feel like I've become a little bit more of a homebody, and just seeing it at home, okay, but not a lot.
Mm. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. I I would like the idea myself. I love the idea of doing it. I just know for me personally, it's not as
Maybe not yet.
realistic.
Like you said, if you
Yeah,
move or you
yeah,
change,
a
who
big
knows?
move would make a difference where we just
Yeah.
get rid of a lot of either old stuff. Maybe we have a lot of stuff in storage also that does never gets touched. Um, it's a matter of like starting fresh for me. I feel like adding on just will just add to the clutter, which
Mm,
means that anything that is really fancy and nice doesn't look fancy and nice when it's crowded with the other stuff as well. And it wouldn't make as big of an impact for me.
yeah.
Maybe the bigger impact for me, if I were to just do homeware, right? It would be to like the blankets and the cushions, those would make a bigger
Mm,
impact. Um, if I were to revamp, I think I can revamp that area, right? That would be okay, but then, it's not like we don't have a lot of extra blankets either, because I always have family coming over to visit, and so we always have to have those handy extra. We always have to store extra stuff, which is that's the reason why I say, like, there's a madness to the clutter. They are still functional, but we always have to have stuff ready for when the people show up. Like last time when my whole, pretty much not everyone, but like a big part of my family showed up for either my wedding or my brother's wedding or my nephew's birth. Like they all came from Hong Kong, right? And we all had to basically help find pillows and extra beds and extra things for everyone to sleep. And it's a lot, and but we always have those things around. So which is why it's really hard to add on more, because we just don't have the storage space for it. And I don't want things to lie around because there's already enough to like stuff to like really put away and to really arrange. So in a way, I try not to add those things.
yeah. And I get it. Like you want to add when you have the space for it, and also like
Yeah.
like not I mean there's you don't need any of this, okay? No, not the need, but there's a space, and there's like a like I can fit it here, and I don't have more clutter. I For this kind of stuff, I also find it challenging to keep adding because they pile up so fast. Like I was at one point, I was so into buying all these Japanese bowls. I have a ton of Japanese made in Japan bowls. Every time I come, my friends come over for hot pot. I'm like, wait. Let me take out my Japanese bowls, and then take out my They're like, you mad? I was like, they're so nice. They're so nice. And I like to buy the bowls in different patterns. So everybody gets a different pattern. I don't have everybody's like a different bowl, different shape. It's so nice. But after a while, there's a lot of bowls. There's a lot of bowls and plates. Yeah. So now if I want to add Hermes, it'll be like, oh my gosh, another one. But never say never. I will. I will. And for Korean, I know. Actually, it's really nice. It's like a little cup of tea. Go get it if you have it. Like if you want it, just go get it. It's not like
Yeah, I
that.
actually think it's one of their best. Like I know a lot of people still give Hermes a lot of they don't they need to cut them some slacks when in terms of like the ready to wear department, but like in terms of the homeware, you cannot fault them. They're so
Yeah.
beautiful. They're really, really beautiful. Very like not delicate in a bad way, not like cheap, but it's just like, you can feel it's so polished and so, Like you feel like you're going to a high tea place. That's how when you use their chinas, like their
But be
ceramic
careful of their
everything.
chinas, okay? Because I have the exact
Hand
same,
wash.
not the same pattern, but the breakfast cup. So the cup is very big, right? So let me just get rid of your comment first. Like the cup is really big, but the little handle is like really thin, like a little earlobe that hugs it. Mine, okay, mine. You have to pick up the cup like like this. Okay, one hand hold the
Uh,
cup, the other hand hold the little handle, because over time this little guy here cannot take the weight. So my cup, my breakfast tea set, the the bottom of the ear, that little handle is
oh,
already it dislodged itself from the cup. So it's like not good. It's like movable now. Oh,
oh,
it's hanging at the top of
really?
the ear.
Oh, that's a bad design then.
Yeah.
It's not all
So
perfect, I guess.
it's not perfect, but also, I'm a very manly girl. So maybe the way I like, I pick it up, right? Maybe you need to be like a high tea. You need to pick it up
Mm,
like this. Maybe it's supposed to be like this. I don't know. How do people drink tea?
maybe they use a saucer and then they do like that.
Yeah, maybe they pick it up with the saucer and they do this. Whereas I just hold the ear and I like, and then it's hanging by dear life with the cup and the tea in the cup, right? So anyway, yeah, mine's very precarious position. So now I actually do
Uh,
hold it, right? Yeah, but okay lah.
Personally, I actually prefer drinking tea in a very tiny little cup because it keeps the
This is
temperature.
quite big.
Yeah, I don't like big cups for tea. Like I don't like drinking tea off of big cups because the tea gets cold so fast. So I like the little one, like the little ones, the Chinese ones. And you just
Mm.
pour every sip or every two sip is still warm when you drink it. That's the way I like to drink tea. Maybe that's a very Asian way of drinking tea. I don't like drinking tea off of like regular cups. It just gets cold so fast.
Mm.
So
If
okay.
Hermes makes um if Hermes makes like a, I don't know if they have, but if they did and they have, I would get it. If they make like a sake set,
Mm,
like a sake, I don't
I don't
know,
know if
like a
they
sake,
would.
like a
Well, yeah.
sake bottle with little cups, I'd buy it.
Anyway, tableware. I have too many. Plus we have some from the great grandparents generation.
Mhm.
Literally, their stuff from that they probably brought from like China a long time ago. They're so pretty too, and like some of them did chip, but like they're just stuff that you cannot buy anymore. So like it's literally like I said, like two households worth of stuff all merged together. It's a lot. That's a lot of things.
I'm gonna answer this. Annie saying, can maybe the Hermes Kennedy loafers works better for you. Not sure about the comfort, but it has a H in leather, but it blends in and looks very discreet. Okay, I'll check it out. I don't know what's this Kennedy loafer. I will check it out. Yeah, I think the shoes are comfy, like these loafers, the sheep sandals and all that. I think they do make good shoes, except that have to try, and it's not enough to try in store, unfortunately, any of the shoes. So it's really live and learn lah. Buy already. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, then too bad. Sell it. And that's with shoes, right? Cannot do anything about it. Or don't buy shoes. Tricky.
It's different for everyone, right? Some people don't buy ready to wear as well. I have to
Mm,
agree. Ready to wear at Hermes is getting not just better, it's actually getting so good because although I have ready to wear that I like, I'm just like meh, like mainly because of the color. But some of my most favorite shirts that I bought last year, they're literally some of the best shirts I've ever bought. Period. And so I feel like Hermes has done well. They have come leaps and bounds in terms of design, um, if you just buy the commercial collection, which always looks the same, like they just maybe change up the colors every season, that can get a bit boring. But yeah, you do have to go with like the pieces that are more unique that they just do that season. Because I think, yeah, two of the shirts, like two of the kind of like the higher color silk blend shirt that I have, they're silk actually. They're so beautiful. They're one of my best purchases, I have to say. So Hermes is not just getting better; they're actually quite nice. I feel like they're quite nice. But maybe the commercial collection is a bit boring, but other than that, their runways are getting better and better. It's quite nice, some of the stuff that they have.
Yeah, it looks good, I think. And getting better and better, getting more and more expensive.
True. Yes.
I'm looking at Isaac's comment about mini cups in H deco, and I'm there. I'm like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Good little sake cups, aren't they? I actually
Are they
like
in
the
stock?
H deco, this line, which is our cup, right? Yeah. Ooh, so cute. Okay, no, better don't do it now. Not buying anything anymore, okay? Not buying
Only if it's
anything
in
from
stock. Don't pre-order it. That's
yeah,
the thing.
in stock, and only after I get my bag
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
anything. No. Having
Yeah.
said that, I texted my essay 2 days ago. I said, "Hey, are you getting the Labubu?
Oh,
There's a new Labubu in town, Labubu version 3." So
what's
my
the
essay
new
is really
version of Labubu?
wow. This version of Labubu is multicolor. So shades of pink, shades of yellow, and shades of everything. So and the special Labubu, the secret, what's it called, secret? Yeah, the secret is black, dark
Oh,
gray. Yeah. But apparently my essay said it was wiped out the moment you went online to press. So already. Not even a minute. Crazy. Forget it. Give it 6 months. It'll be in stock.
Michelle says she did no buy for Lent. Good for you. Is it just on Friday though? Or is it the whole weekend for you? But yeah, that's a good one. My niece, she made the sacrifice no chocolate for Lent. I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
she really did
How
not.
long is
Did
that?
not have. Well, I don't. I think my husband he only did Friday, but I think it's supposed to be the whole weekend, isn't it? I don't even know because I don't practice. I'm not Christian nor Catholic, so but so I don't really know exactly. But he only did Friday. Friday, so no meat for them. No meat.
Oh. Ash Wednesday through Easter.
Ah, so it's supposed to be almost a whole week, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That's a whole week of not buying anything. But good on you. I thought it's like the puasa, like the Malays, they do a whole month of fasting.
Oh, that's a long time. That's a long time. No, it's not. It's the Easter period. Yeah.
Oh, so it's about Ash Wednesday. So it's 1 week. Now my friend was telling me she doesn't like she does something, but she doesn't do like she don't drink alcohol, but she says it's like a long time and something to do with Lent. I'll check. I'll ask her. She's like weeks of it. Maybe she's just
Oh, wow.
excessive.
Maybe they're very like to the book,
Mm.
by the book, because I don't think my husband is not like that.
40 days.
40
There you go.
days.
40 days. I remember 40 days.
Oh. Okay, so
I remember
definitely.
40
I
days.
think some people are definitely more lenient.
Abstinence from a vice. 40 days.
I mean, technically, no meat is quite easy to do, in my opinion, anyway. It's just a little inconvenient, but it's very easy. Like I totally can do no certain things for a period of time. No
Try to
dessert.
find it the
Oh, no dessert. I'm
desert.
okay with that, except I do like my chocolate, so maybe that would be a bit hard. I do eat chocolate very often.
What would I do if I had to do 40 days? Wow, I got so many vices. I don't know which one to pick.
I think no shopping would be good for me, 40 days. That would be really good for my savings. Who knows? Unless I come back with a vengeance, which can happen. It happens all the time. Uh, oh,
I
no
think
ramen,
mine
no chocolate, no sushi. Oh, no chocolate is hard for me. I eat chocolate very often.
I think mine would be no alcohol. Yeah, that would
No
be the
alcohol would be a good one for you. Yeah.
I've already doing weekdays, But when Friday rolls in, I'm like, give me the alcohol.
Good for you. For me, there's a lot of things I have no issues literally giving up. It's the little things. Like I like my coffee. I only drink one coffee a day, but I really like my coffee. I like my chocolate. I'm okay with no meat. I'm okay with no dessert, generally speaking.
No coffee for 40 days?
No, I cannot. Coffee I need. I need
Yeah.
coffee. I like one coffee a day at least. But there's a lot of things I don't mind giving up though, which for me wouldn't be hard. Like alcohol is not even a thing for me, so I
But
can
then it's
definitely.
supposed to be hard, right? Isn't it a
Yeah, I
vice is
guess it's
supposed to
supposed to
be
be
something
hard.
like
So
it's supposed to be hard.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, I think mine would be it would be a combination of no shopping and no alcohol. 40 days. Wow.
Mm.
By the time I come out of the 40 days, I'll be like, oh, I'm telling you, I will be afloat. Okay. That would be hard. Yeah, that would be really tough. But be really good for my bank account.
Maybe for me, like no TV for 40 days because I do love watching TV as well. Like I love watching my shows.
Ooh,
Um
no YouTube for 40 days. No social. Wow.
Oh, social is easy lah. I don't mind if I don't have to go on it. The only reason why I have to go on it is because I am on it. Like, we have to come on YouTube
Like
every
what do you
week.
mean? Not like digital, like no socials. Like no,
I
no
know.
IG, no.
Like, no digital devices.
Yeah. 40 days.
Like,
You can
not
only you can
no
use it, but for
no connection.
I mean, if you're working very hard, lah, right? So you can only do it for official like WhatsApp for your work or your email, but like no social, no social media. So no YouTube, no Instagram, no TikTok lah, no whatever talk lah.
Yeah.
40 days. Wow. Digital detox. That one also be quite hard.
So, yeah, this is the one. So, this is the one that my husband does. No meat on Friday. That's the one he does.
Oh.
So, it's
Every
not like a
Friday?
whole
Oh no, Holy Week.
for a period, no meat on Friday. No IG for 40. I think I cannot. So this
40
guy-
days is too much. Just out of the week.
It's hard these days. I think no phone for 40 days, that's pretty hard. Like no phone literally, right? No digital device, no computer, laptop, phone, or
I think they were hard,
iPad.
right? Like the people that they were either trekking or hiking in somewhere. They came out. The world's got COVID. There was a bunch of guys like wandering somewhere, right, in the sea or something, and they came back a few months later, like, oh, there's a pandemic. I don't know, man.
Joe's like, no phone for 40 days. My boss will die, not me. Well, it would be hard for everyone, right? Like the 40, like any amount of time, no phone, even like a morning without your phone is sometimes hard. It's really hard.
Yeah. Okay lah. Next year, Lent lah. Join in lah. If you tell me, you see me twitching, after that you'll know like what's happening. I'm having a taking Lent, doing Lent.
For me, coffee would be the biggest one. Like if I can have no chocolates once in a while is fine, but like no coffee for 40 days or however long is quite hard. I'm not addicted anymore. I used to be. I get huge headaches, but I do love the taste of coffee, which is the reason why I drink it. But I only have one a day because, yeah, Joe would know because I shared a coffee with her. I'm like, I can't drink a second one. I won't be able to sleep tonight. Mm.
Yeah, mine would be alcohol. It would be tough. Tough.
Alcohol, yeah. If you're like it's things that are enjoyable and like to you is enjoyable, right? Like alcohol was nothing for me. Like I actually don't really enjoy it. But like coffee is enjoyable, right? Chocolate is enjoyable.
They say that four things that are very difficult to get like kick, like habit wise, right? Okay, so they say smoking is a very difficult
Oh,
addiction to kick, right? Very hard
yeah.
because it's part of your whatever, right? That's one. Alcohol is definitely another one that's really hard because once it becomes habit, it's also really, really challenging. Coffee is a very subtle kind of, they don't say it's
It's still a
addiction, right? But
substance.
it's
Yeah.
a substance, right?
Still a
Coffee,
drug.
caffeine.
Yeah.
Caffeine. And one more, sugar. It's
Oh,
really hard to kick. Like people say, oh, no dessert. And be like, I need my sugar, sugar high. So these four are actually really, really tough to, if you want to like get rid of them. If you have all four, whoo, tough.
sugar wouldn't be a big one for me. I'm fine with no
Yeah, sugar's
sugar.
not a big one for me.
Yeah.
But like you say, you like your chocolate, you like your sweets.
But I don't eat sweet chocolate. I eat dark chocolate. Like give me 80%, 70%, 75%. Those are my favorite. Like they're not sweet. They're very like there's usually there's only few grams of sugar in like a quarter of it or whatever. Like it's not very sweet. It's very I mean, I also don't mind sweeter chocolate, but I totally don't need to do sweet chocolate. Which some people don't. They don't like the bitter chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
In
I
fact,
don't
I
I don't have
prefer the
sugar,
non-sweet.
don't have a sugar kick anymore. Maybe when I was young.
Mhm.
Ooh. Kicks go extinct perfectly fine. Mish. Wow, switching to green tea. That's awesome. I started to drink black coffee and I now like the taste of just black coffee.
Oh, really? I don't
Mm.
like black coffee.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I think all my life until maybe last year, I only drink coffee with milk, like with some kind of milk or condensed milk or whatever milk, oat milk, whatever lah. Never black, never black. But last year, I for some reason just became really lazy adding milk to my coffee because coffee's hot and nice and really hot, right? Then you take the milk out of the fridge and you're like, and then the coffee becomes cold. And I don't like that. And also what I'll do is I'll always take the milk out and then I'll froth it in the, the Nespresso frother
Yeah.
or heat it up in the microwave or something. I would just heat it up, right? But then I just got so sick of doing it. I'm like, I just want a cup of coffee, okay? Out of laziness. I just stopped drinking it with milk. I just like forget it.
That's
And
why
then now,
that's because you never had it with cream. I don't drink it with milk. I hate drinking coffee with milk. It dilutes it. You need
but
like not heavy cream. You need like coffee cream, like at least 10 to 18. Like for me, 10% is too little. 18% is the sweet medium, which is why I had the hardest time in Hong Kong because you cannot find cream anywhere in Hong Kong. You
yeah, we
cannot
don't have
find it.
cream.
They don't sell it. They literally don't even have it.
We got the
I drank
creamer lah.
coffee
The
with
creamer, like,
milk in Hong Kong. It was not the same thing.
Yeah, but mine was out of laziness. I just didn't want my
Mm,
coffee to cool down, right? Because
mm.
if whether it's creamer or cream or whatever, I had to heat up something, right? The other liquid. Yeah, then after that, now I don't drink it with any. I just drink black coffee, and I
No,
like
no,
it
no,
black.
no,
I like
no.
the
Babe, when you come to America, because you probably also don't have cream over there. You need to buy cream, like fat, like you have to have a lot of fat in the
I need to buy.
cream so that you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot to make your coffee nice and like light and creamy. It won't cool down the coffee so much because it has so much fat content that you don't need a lot of it. It's so good. It won't like you don't need to froth that because it's has such fat content already that it won't need a lot to make your coffee creamy and nice and like velvety to drink. Milk will dilute it because you need a lot of milk to make it very
Yeah,
like the lighter color, and it will also bring down the temperature, which is no good. That's why you need the
yeah.
high percentage cream. So next time you come to America, buy like they're so cheap. It's so cheap to buy cream here. Like it's available everywhere. That's why I guess that's why we have a lot of cows. But like literally cream and cheese and like all those things are so readily available here. And we had for me the hardest time because I make my own coffee in the morning, and we could not for the life of us find cream anywhere.
So you had to bring your own cream lah next time.
How are you gonna bring your own cream? It's not gonna last a whole month. That's
No,
the
but
thing.
could
It's
you like?
fresh.
Do they have like sachets of it, like powder form?
No, it's
They
supposed to be
don't.
fresh. Like it only lasts for a week. It will go, but it will expire within 1 or 2 weeks. Like that's how nice and fresh it is. It's
I
like you
see.
won't be able to buy that and bring it over. It won't survive the trip.
Right. Like if I go to the place where I know, like for example, if I go for a long trip, right? I have to bring something like chili padi. Okay, I have to bring my own chili
Uh,
sauce because after the week of eating that bland thing, like where's my home chili?
what?
So I'll bring
How are you gonna bring cream? It has to be refrigerated.
cream. I thought you have some dehydrated like
No,
version
no,
of it.
it's not the same. Fresh milk cream, like cream, but like we call it cream, but it's really milk. It's just heavy fat, heavy fat milk. It's like a liquid
Oh.
form. You cannot bring that. It has to be refrigerated when you bring that. Anything that
Mm.
is processed to a powder or whatever is no longer called cream for us then. It's not fresh. Do you know what I mean? That's why I said that there was such a like literally we looked
That's why you
everywhere.
have big cows.
Expensive.
We don't. Our cows don't create this kind of milk. They don't have fat
No,
anymore.
you guys probably just don't make that product. They make the same thing because when they produce milk, the fat in the milk, they separate that and then they basically they have to put it back a lot more to make it a cream form, right? It's just like how heavy
Correct.
cream is. It's just a lot of it is fat. Is the fat
Yeah,
from the
but
milk.
our cows here got no fat. There's nothing
They
to make.
still
There's
make
no
it.
fat to make out
They
their
still
milk. It's like
make
skim. They're making skim milk already from the cow. It's like,
They
where's your
still
fat?
make it. The baby, like the calves still drink from the moms, and that's where all the nutrients is from the milk, but it's also a lot of it from the fat in the milk.
It's so
Just go
funny.
look it up. They do make it. You just maybe you
I
guys
don't
just
pull
don't
in your
make it
leg.
out to produce,
I
like
don't
you don't
think.
make that as a
I don't.
product.
I don't think it's popular. That's why. I don't
Mm,
think we make. Yeah. Even if we have it, let's say from some specialty grocer here, it's probably um yeah, it's probably one of those like little farm grocers that they
literally
have. So
don't
it's
even
not
have it.
common.
We went to every specialty grocery, the most expensive
Oh,
groceries, cannot find it. I was there a whole month, we cannot find it. Like, we gave up 2 weeks later, just drank it with milk. It's not the
interesting.
same. It's not the same. It tastes so much better with cream.
Okay, okay. Come on, brother. Can you bring some? I want to bring some cows. I mean, can you bring some half and half back here?
I just like my fat in my coffee, okay? Like, that's, like, the most I don't put sugar. It's, like, literally high-fat milk, which is what we call cream, and that's what does the trick. It's so good. That's the one thing I enjoy every
Yeah, like
morning.
it's not thick cream. It's not cream.
It's not that's what you guys call it, but we call it cream here because it's more fat content than milk. Like milk only goes to whole milk, which is 3.25%.
We have
Anything
whole
more than
milk,
that,
yeah.
you call cream. So anything between 5% to 18%, you call, well, actually from 5% to 35%, you call cream because it's high fat content. Anything below that is milk.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I also think that because a lot of Asians are actually lactose intolerant, so
Yeah,
maybe like
maybe.
we don't
Yeah.
need this half and half.
But it's only a little bit.
Black,
Black
heavy
and
milk.
white milk
In
instead
Hong
of
Kong, they use
heavy
black
milk.
and white. Use black
Black.
and white milk.
I
Black
think it's
milk.
the brand, right? I think it's the brand, right? Kilera. I think that's the brand. Or I think they also use, they most likely they just like, if people really wanted a creamier coffee, they just use condensed milk, which is not the same. It's not fresh. It's processed and it's heated up and everything. Whereas here, like literally the cream we buy is fresh. It literally, you have to refrigerate it. It will go bad in
I
2
think
weeks.
I've had this half and half before. Because when I was visiting my brother, and then I took out some kind of cream thing from the fridge and I whacked it into my coffee, like brrr, like, oh, what's these are so thick. And must be lah.
Yeah,
Because
half and half is 10%. So it's okay. It's not fat enough for me, but it's still better than nothing.
yeah, it was a bit of a really thick coffee. like really like, wow, what
You
is
probably put a
this?
lot then.
Yeah, I thought it was milk, like brrr, and then ooh, this is very rich, huh? I think that's what I had. I think so. It's
Anyway,
not half and half.
mom and I, we were both like very disappointed because we both like our cream in our coffee, and like we had to settle with milk. And she settled with like the cooking cream, which is like not even fresh. But anyway, it is what it is.
That's
It's
so
just, yeah.
funny. All right, everybody. That's a fun one. Okay, so we will see you next week. It'll be on my channel because next week we have a little bit of a shifting of schedule. So please look at our calendar. That's because I have some work. I have some work trips next month, and it hits the weekend. So yeah, please look at our calendar. But next week's on my channel, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.